All right. Hashtag what are you saying? It's Tuesday, and my co-anchor and I are discussing the influence of social media on education. We started with explaining how social media has actually made certain resources available and accessible to us. Today, we want to discuss, or not today, like right now, which is still today, we want to discuss how online learning, if it's actually taking over traditional learning, and the context is post-COVID. So right in 2020, I was in 200 level, I think, because 2019 was 100, 200 level in 200 level in 2020. And some of us were home because of the whole COVID saga. Everybody needed to be safe, but learning still had to go on. And so there was the introduction of, I don't know, I've forgotten this platform that was brought up in my school. It's not Lag Mobile, it's something else.
Okay.
But that's how teachers could, send their what's it called, course materials and all of that. And then we're having online Zoom lectures, a whole lot. Can I tell you that even though this is my own personal view on this thing, even though the Zoom learning and online learning was to help speed up things because you cannot just remain. I think we even started late. That's why our calendar was a bit dragged. Because some other schools, like private schools, I think they took it up quickly. And so school process still went on. But we started a bit late. So I saw the difference, and I will not say it was so enjoyable. It made me now value the traditional setup of being in the classroom with a teacher, with your classmates, with the school vibe, the environment. I saw a huge difference. There was one time, in fact, I remember that COVID time, I was also I was working for someone who was selling perfumes. I was helping her dispatch from this Alakija around that first stack area. So there was one time I was on Zoom class on the road. Imagine.
What?
Yes, because the person said the lecture for 10 a.m. or something. I had to be at work. My dear lecturer, sir. And I had to be at work. So I was with my phone, earpiece, and I'm hearing, oh, wow, 200, this and that. I did not even participate in the lecture as much. Even though there's the option of the pre-recorded or the recorded version of it where you can always go back to listen. But how many of us really go back to listen? I mean, there's a listening problem that young people have, honestly. So imagine sitting down to now listen to a 1 hour lecture. When it was even physical, sometimes you could choose not to go to class sometimes. So imagine when it's now online. So I think that the whole online thing, it was a good initiative, and the intentions were really noble because it's to help us speed up the process, help us learn better. But I felt that there was a disconnect because education and learning is a two-sided thing. There's the logical part of it where I'm passing information and passing knowledge, but there's also the emotional part of it where I'm actually involved in somebody actually learning. I've actually taught in a school too. And in teaching in a school, I think I just post-secondary. Those school sack thing that used to rain there. I don't know what was shacking us to just go and teach nursery schools. All those people that are employed, they thank you.
After they've asked us, do you want to be a teacher? No, I don't want to be a teacher.
Why are you teaching? You just want small money to be able to use and flex with your friend. But it was a very good experience for me because it helped me a whole lot, and I enjoyed. I'm grateful to everybody that gave me that opportunity. But I noticed that, when I'm teaching and I'm looking, my class was not so plenty. I mean, we're not so much, right? So I'm talking to these people. I can observe everybody's mood. I can observe what's happening because somebody that is probably sleeping in the class. And of course, so that showed that this traditional setting was more helpful than the online. I mean, it's not like there's even online from primary school. You have to take your children. But in universities, there's online. So what do you think? Do you think that online learning has come to stay and it should be on the high rise compared to traditional?
I actually think it has come to stay, to be honest. There are online courses now. From anywhere in your house, you can actually do copywriting. You can study anything.
True, though.
You can study anything. So it is here to stay. But I would still, say that traditional teaching or traditional way of teaching shouldn't be taken out, right? Because it's something that there needs to be that connection, to be honest. There needs to be that connection. And the fact that, all thanks to COVID-19 that a lot of things just came up. And I feel like, thank God for COVID-19, because imagine there was no COVID-19. Nigeria, where will it be? So the fact that, let's be honest.
For a hazard that got everybody on lockdown.
But that's the thing. So you that is talking about hope. I was thinking you'd be looking at the advantage side of the whole thing.
True.
Thing is, so of course, for every problem, always look at the right side or the better side and all. So you look at the fact that, you know, it has helped the country as a whole. The fact that
how do you mean, though? I really want to know.
English is going to fail me today.
It's not going to fail me. Just give me like practical examples.
I mean, look, do you remember the time when we were talking, we had, I think, someone that is in the hospital space come to explain to us how, you know, after the COVID-19 time, they now found out that there are better ways of them able to speak to the patient and all of that. So you see that it has really helped a lot of sectors actually in the country, in Nigeria. If not, imagine there was no COVID-19. I feel like there are a lot of things that would not be in existence right now. Because, I mean, look at other countries, look at the Westerners, look at where they are right now with technology.
The truth is that
and look at where
these things were available. It's just that it was not on the high rise.
Yeah,
but because there was now the reason to pay attention to that.
That's the thing. We always have that mentality of, okay, there's no need for this thing
yet.
Instead of us to go and check it out. And that's why I like I'm a lover of the Gen Zs here, because we always have this curiosity mindset. We want to ask. Curiosity make me ask. Curiosity want me to check this thing out. But the older generation have the mindset of, oh, this thing is not, they follow the normal method. I remember having a conversation with somebody. We have grinder now, but the father will still prefer grinding stone.
Sure, don't send me that message.
No, let's be for real.
Wow.
And they will now tell you that the taste is quite different from when you use a grinding machine.
What
same goes
stone?
I don't know.
Is it stone that is the taste?
Same goes to, you know, like that we have the gas and the normal firewood and all. They will tell you if you use jollof rice, if you cook jollof rice with firewood, the taste is different. Or kopos, the taste is different. That it has one sweet taste. Tell me how, please. Jollof rice is jollof rice. Do you understand? So the fact that COVID-19 has happened, it has not exposed us to understanding that, okay, there are so many things technology is here to stay, and it is actually here to assist us, not to take out anything.
Yes,
do you get what I'm saying?
yes.
So I feel like it is here to stay. We should leverage on that more, because the truth is we'll get busier. I mean, with the way the economy is right now, a lot of us, we put our hand in so many baskets at the same time. So, I mean, for us to also now grow knowledge-wise, there should also now be the chance for, you know, online courses, taking online courses. Even in, what is the name now? Even in universities as well, to be honest. I remember having a conversation, okay, during the time when I was still in LASU, right? I went to Unilag one time, and I was speaking to a friend of mine. She did mass comm, right? Okay. And I was asking her that, oh, okay, they are law students. If they actually take them for like what do they call that now? Saturdays and Sundays, or like evening, whatever, so that I can enroll part-time kind of thing. And she's like, oh, and I spoke to one of the lecturers, and she's like, oh, they used to do that before, but they no longer do that. I feel like that's something that they should impute right now, because given the economic status, a lot of people want to also grow. In as much as we are going into like skills, we also want to still, you know, finish some courses, right? Take some courses and know that we are done. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that we need to start, you know, working on. Honestly speaking, I feel like universities, be it private, be it you know, state or federal, whatever, I feel like it's time for us to also understand that this traditional whatever we should also, you know, leverage on social media, using online, whatever.
I'm not considering my initial points, and it's making me understand that the reason why I'm probably not tilting towards online learning is because of the show of discipline of some students towards online learning. Yes, because you mentioned copywriting now, and I remember post-COVID, people that wanted to pivot or learn something else, you know, like, you know, this tech thing was everywhere. Everybody wanted to learn one tech skill, one marketing skill, and because they paid for it, one Coursera course, one Allison course, you would stay with that thing, right? And you would learn and you would understand, you do projects and all. So that means it worked for some. But why is it that when it now comes to the school setting, or maybe the not traditional, but the regular school courses that we do, they're not paying so much attention? I think it's a discipline thing.
Exactly. So I don't think it has anything to do with whether it's traditional or because they're paying money or anything.
But do you know that there are some, sorry to cut you short, there's somebody that mentioned that there are university courses, like those kind of certificate that you can get online. You would literally not need to be in the school.
Yes.
Would you prefer that or a physical?
I will prefer that.
Yeah. As much as I can.
I told you, the economic status of Nigeria right now will make you work like a Jackie. So you have to be everywhere, right? You cannot tell me right now that is probably having 2-3 jobs a day, right? You now say I should also now look for time to go to school. Of course, I want to learn, right? But the traditional means is not making sense right now.
Your pace and your time.
You're not serious. Are you looking at the economic status right now?
No, I'm trying to explain what you're saying now. Like, I'm No, I'm trying to explain what you're saying.
Okay.
The economic status, blah blah. So that means you now want to learn at your own pace and time rather than the structured.
Exactly.
Whatever.
I mean, that would work better.
I know. I understand your point, but I don't think I can do that. I mean, for sometimes
That's why we are different.
That is shortened. The program is usually shortened, so it's not going to be the normal 4 years. I think it's maybe 2 or 3 they will do because
It depends on
or maybe
the course.
6 months.
It depends on the course, what you're learning exactly.
I think
most of these for now, I feel like for now, right? Most of these courses that we learn online are courses that you don't need to.
No, I'm not talking of courses
skills,
online.
basically.
I'm talking of degree kind of courses. The one where they are offering you a BSc.
Okay, that has to be the one from like outside the country.
Yes, that's what I'm talking
about.
of.
That one takes time, oh.
It does.
Yes, it does. I know. I think I wanted to take a course on social media marketing. That's about 2 years. Yeah.
2 years now. No, my lecturers.
No, but again,
not travel for convocation.
The 2 years is not like the normal traditional whatever. Yeah, you can actually speed up. It depends on how fast you're able to learn, pass your exams and all of that.
Good initiative, but I don't think I want such. I'd like to wake up in the morning,
Are
struggle
you sure you're not part of the issue of this
I'm not
country?
part. Like you said, we are
because
different.
you're not growing. Like
Eh?
not
Excuse
growing.
Please, somebody should help me. I wanna.
Not growing per se, but I feel like
I'm just telling you my preference.
A lot of things.
I did embrace it now. I told you that I did this. I did embrace it.
Okay.
But looking at both sides, I say I still prefer the physical learning. Right? Yeah, we can inculcate the online once in a while, still do some courses, go on Zoom, blah blah. But let me still be around people. Let's together. Let's still do tutorials. Let me physically see.
I feel like that will not be taken out actually.
Yeah.
That will not be taken out.
Are you sure?
I mean, yeah, it won't.
I know how the way we evolve. You don't know what's gonna happen in 10 years. You literally be presenting online. You could. So our last question as we begin to wrap up, we've said social media, education, influence, and all of that. Now, on social media, we have content creators and influencers. But you see, this content creators and influencers, it looks like the one that actually sells is when you influence for the major things. You are doing a fashion influencing, food influencing, skincare, beauty, and all of that. We see a lot of influencers doing that. But I rarely see influencers influencing for educational content. Now, with the exception of some people like Enioluwa, I think Maraji as well, they did influence for some courses online, for some scholarships abroad.
What's her name too?
Who?
My sweetheart.
Nancy?
Yes. Yeah. She does that too.
Sweetheart.
I don't understand.
But it's fine. Everybody has their sweetheart, so I'll let you, love her. So yes, we've seen that, online content creators on different social media platforms influence for many things. But what do you think about them, becoming more loud about influencing for educational content? And do you think there'll be cons to it?
So I think, first off, the reason why we are saying the likes of Enioluwa and all of that, they're being paid for it. Let's even start with that.
They're being what?
They're being paid for it, yes, to influence those things. So I feel like most of those things will happen if we have the right influencers, not the ones that will tell you, drink this thing for today and you will grow a beard tomorrow. No, so if we have the right influencers, I feel like we'll see a lot of those things.
And because there are a very good influencer for educational stuff because he's very pro-academic. He's going for many courses, so give that to him.
Yeah, he is. So like I said, so once we have the right influencers, and I feel like there are a lot of, universities, online universities now. I don't even know if I say online universities or I think they are like they have their what do you call that now? They have their feasible space, outside the country. But they just feel like, okay, let's spread this among the world now, like the world in general. So anywhere you are, you're able to study from that university. So I feel like once you have the right influencers and these universities now, they see you. Of course, they want you, to come in and all of that. So I think to just answer that, to be honest, online, I think I already said that already. Online courses is something that they are here to stay. So we should just better leverage on it at the right time, embrace on it at the right time. Yeah. So.
This has been a very insightful one. Just reminding ourselves the things that are trending in our society. Like I said from the beginning, the very background of our discussion was saying that things are evolving, the educational landscape, everything is evolving. We're getting better. We're seeing new things and new ways to learn. But as much as these things are evolving, we just hope that they don't come with some major cons that now takes away the true intentions of this learning.
I don't think they are major cons. The only problem we have is the
Have you
normal
heard,
connection, which is okay.
That's a con too.
I don't understand. We can walk around it, baby. I mean, no. Look at when we are very small, right?
Yeah.
Where your grandmother is just next door. Your father's like, what am I trying to
There's
say?
this communal
If you
living.
exactly, there's this, community, whatever. But right now, if you want to speak to anybody, that's why you have phone. I mean, it is here to stay, right? And everybody's leveraging on it. We are using it. We are utilizing it properly now.
That's why
Unlike
many
back
people are
then,
stressed.
I remember during my father's generation, you will not hear them say, "Oh no," they would prefer they coming together to see and all of that. But right now, you have siblings all over the world, and you can speak to them anytime. And we are using it well. See, the truth is, look at the world in general, look at the economy in general. You understand that they are busy, everybody's doing something. So as these things continue to come, you know how we are able to survive, regardless of whatever the Nigerian government, as we are succeeding,
Yes.
and we are taking it. So regardless of whatever technology that comes up, I know for sure that we'll survive. We'll be able to use it very well, for
All
sure.
right. On that note, that is where we draw the curtains on today's conversation. So social media truly has great influence on education, and it's a good one as well. Let's use it properly. Till tomorrow, where we talk about mental health, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Please join us and have a great day. Bye.
Hello, you. Yes, you. This is Usayome Sale from Ways Prime Time. Now, we appreciate your continued support for watching our content, following us across all our social media. But we've noticed, for those of you watching us on YouTube, 88.5% of you who watch our content aren't subscribed to our channel. Why? Now, if you are enjoying our content, you enjoy our shows, and you want to stay updated on all things Ways, it's time to hit that subscribe button below. Now, subscribing isn't just for you. It's for the growth of our channel. It helps us get bigger and better. With your support, we can continue to bring even more intriguing and exciting content. How about you subscribing right now and being a part of our community?